Welcome back to the channel. Today we're flying from Narita Airport in Tokyo, Japan to Singapore with ZipAir again. Let's get into it. Well, it's a big old place. It's nice though. Quite glad that I don't have to do any bag check-in or anything like that. So, which is nice. So yeah. Well, that didn't take long at all. About 10 minutes all in to do security. It's not bad really. Not bad really. Just got to do some sort of immigration, leaving Japan stuff, and then I'll be through. Well, fair play, that passport stuff was even quicker than I thought it would be. It was only about 30 seconds, literally just scan your passport on the machine and done. Presumably just to log that you've left, so it's fair enough. All done now. Now I get to explore the delights of Narita Airport. Well, nice little quick visit to Narita Airport. Managed to grab some drinks and snacks from 7-Eleven, which was the same price as it was in the city, which is good. I would have thought they would charge more being in an airport, but maybe that's just Europe things. But there, we were meant to be boarding in like half hour, I think, so just sit back and relax, I suppose. Well, time for boarding. This flight's only going to be 7 hours, so it's a short little hop compared to my last couple. Quite looking forward to it though. Should be good. This flight, when I booked it, only cost me £95, so absolute bargain, really. So I splashed out a little bit on this, and because we're flying at 5 o'clock until 11 o'clock, I figured I'd get quite hungry, so I've prepaid for a meal. So the meal cost me £8, and I'm having some beef curry thing with rice, I think. So sounds good. £8, can't go wrong. Pay that in the city, let alone on a plane. So not sure what it'll actually be like, but it's quite good. I'll pop in a little thing now. They had a full menu you could choose from on their site before you board. So obviously they do the food on the plane as well, but this is pre-selected. But we're back on with it. I'm quite happy with this. We know what we're getting, and it was quite good, so no complaints from me. This row snuck up on me. Right, as I was saying there. I know what we're getting with Zip now, so we've flown with them on the last flight. Seats exactly the same, cabin's exactly the same. Definitely need to fly with them again to try out the lie flat thing. I've never done a first class flight, and they're actually quite affordable. Yeah, this flight set me back less than £100. I might have just come in at a little bit more than £100 where I've added the meal on, but still very good value for a 7-hour flight. Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to say. We've got free Wi-Fi again, that's good, to access the shopping and all that stuff. So yeah, and I got a nice view out of the window. They have said that we're expecting some quite severe turbulence leaving, which is not going to be great. I don't really get on particularly well with dodgy flying, but it is what it is, can't do anything about it. Weather's the weather. Well, after all that drama of announcing that there'd be really bad turbulence on takeoff, there was nothing at all really, so pretty smooth start to the flight. So I can't really remember showing this off much for my first ZipAir flight, so I thought I'd focus on it a bit more now. This is the very extensive range of in-flight food that you can order to your seat through the ZipAir Wi-Fi portal. There's plenty of snacks, drinks and booze to keep you going. You don't get a meal service as standard on Zip, being a budget airline, but I think the food is pretty reasonably priced. As you can see, the Pringles and beer combo is only 675 yen, which is around £3.40. And well, this is my pre-ordered meal, my gyudon beef rice bowl. Well, I will let you make your own minds up on what it looks like, but I've got to be honest, it did taste pretty good. It's been a very uneventful flight, to be honest. Had my meal service, chilled out, watched some telly for a bit, but rather than setting out to Singapore, so I figured I'd do a quick bathroom tour before we run out of time. There I am. Toilet weather. Pretty standard, it's the same as the zip flight from LA to Tokyo. Considering we're like 6 hours into the flight now, it's all a pretty good make. The crew are pretty good, so yeah. And just like that, the bright lights of Singapore were coming into view, and the 7-hour flight was over in a flash. We're in Singapore. That's the end of the ZipAir on this trip. I quite enjoyed it actually, and that is also the end of the low-cost long-haul flights, because my flight from Singapore is with Turkish Airlines. So that's the end of that as well. I've quite enjoyed that as well. It's probably quite sad to say this, but actually I'm quite excited to be in Singapore arriving. Not just for the new country and the country, but also for the airport, because the airport is meant to be one of the best in the world, and from what I've seen of it so far, it is fantastic. No complaints with this bit. Let's see what customs is like. I've not had very much luck with customs so far on this trip. I had what, an hour and a half in LA, an hour in Tokyo. I mean, it's 5 to 11 at night now, and I'm really hoping it's not an hour. Right, well that wasn't so bad. I've done automated passport gates. That took an hour in Japan, which was a bit much, if you ask me. Got to do Singaporean customs now, I think, so I don't know how long that will take. Well, that wasn't bad at all. It was only about 5 minutes, 10 minutes most, to go through passport and customs. It's great. I'm actually so early that I'm too early for my taxi into the city. Because we were due in at 11, and apparently the trains into the city stop at 11:30 or 11:45 or something like that. So after my customs experiences in the last few, I was a little bit apprehensive about my options to get into the city. So I just booked through booking.com a taxi straight to the hotel. It was only 30 quid. It's not something I usually do, but for the convenience, it's quite late at night and I'm quite tired, so yeah. So yeah, in a twist of fate, I'm actually now waiting for my taxi driver, which is fine by me. He said he's going to be here in 3 minutes, so that's good. He'll take me straight to the hotel. I can have a sleep, because I'm actually in a hotel tonight, not a cabin or a hostel, so living the life of luxury here in Singapore. Okay, there we are, 205. See what this looks like. Oh, this looks okay. I mean, this is fine. It's fine for me. It's a bit grotty. To do with the paint. Toilet. The towels in the toilet. It's unusual. And shower. Shower looks okay. Shower looks fairly clean. Fair play, this will do the job nicely. I mean, some dodgy plastering by there, but other than that, it's fine. Well, it's a good job that they've got aircon now, that it works, because if you wanted to open the windows, you can't. They're screwed closed. Great. That's fantastic. Good morning from Singapore. I had a pretty good sleep actually in here. I don't mind it so much. It's perfectly fine for me. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but you get what you pay for, and I'm not paying that much for this, so that is pretty good. Got a bit of a plan this morning. Gonna go for a wander. Gonna go down to the gardens by the bay, and then I'm gonna do the Marina Bay Sands stuff, and then we're gonna do Chinatown and eat lots of food in the afternoon. So quite looking forward to that. Let's get into it.